Well, good afternoon from me and my buddy. Alright, don't hog the camera. Well, nice to be back again. It's been a while, enforced absence. God, my hair always goes. As soon as you get on camera, my hair decides to go. It's fine otherwise. You get in front of a camera. Yeah, nice to be here again. My enforced absence. It's like Fraser was saying in his last video. Sometimes real life gets in the way of hobby time, which is absolutely true. So it was for me, but hopefully we're over that now. So back in business. Postman came this morning, and I was hoping that he was going to bring prize for the giveaway, but alas, he didn't. He bought some nice stuff, but didn't bring the prize for the giveaway. So I'll tell you what the giveaway is. It's a box of Perry Miniatures 28mm French Dragoons, mounted French Dragoons, 18, I think it's 1813 to 1815, something like that. So late Napoleonic period. But Perry's French Napoleonic mounted Dragoons, that's this month's giveaway prize. So you have until, what should we say, I don't know, Friday evening. You have until Friday evening to enter for the draw for the Perry's Dragoons. If you want to enter, in a comment below, just put Perry's, and I'll know what you mean. So that's this month's giveaway. They should be here by Friday, for sure. I will show you, actually, what the postman bought. Please read what the postman bought. God, I tell you, you can't beat a good cup of tea. Seven figures, all complete, because this is now classed as a vintage kit. So yeah, very nice. Will go well with the rest of our Wehrmacht stuff. So that's nice. Just something a little bit different. And although it's a vintage kit, I will make it. I've got a lot of vintage kits here. I got more vintage kits by Eshy here, and I will make them. Although they're vintage kits, some people probably regard them as collectible, but they'll never really be worth much, to be honest with you. So use them for what they're intended. Yeah, keep the box for sure, because it's a vintage box. But I mean, make them up. That's what they're for. So, I got vintage Airfix kits here, but make them up. That's what they're for. So that's nice. The other thing, I reach down here. Ouch. The other thing that came was this. It's a largish box. And I was. Let's put it down here a minute. I was dead chuff with contents, lad. Aye, bloody champion. Happen these read. Yeah. Victrix Roman Legionaries. Absolutely beautiful figures. Absolutely beautiful. Again, absolutely beautiful. And that's going to be a nice challenge, painting all flesh, or just about all flesh. I mean, they got sort of loincloth on, but I mean 95% flesh. So that's going to be an interesting challenge. Again, as with all Victrix figures, absolutely beautiful detail. I'm sure these will paint up absolutely beautifully. So that was my visit from the postman this morning. But like I say, alas, not the prize for the giveaway. But I'm sure it'll get here by the end of the week anyway. So that's so if you want to enter, just perish down below. Or oh, I'll tell you something else that I bought. Something which I totally didn't need, but gotta watch my back. Oh. Now, this box is totally full. Now I have a lot of .135 stuff here, World War II. Because that's something I really want to have a go at. More so than painting the ancients, although I'm looking forward to doing the ancients. I really want to have a go at World War II, and I saw these online. And to be honest with you, I won't go through the whole box because a lot of it you've seen me show you before because it's generic of what I've already got here. It was just the fact that it was a no-brainer. It was an absolute no-brainer. I mean, every kit is Tamiya, and they're worked out at £5 and a few pence each, which is, that's got to be a no-brainer, isn't it? I mean, if I'd have not bought them, I'd be sat here now regretting it. I know I would. I should have bought those kits, Karen. So, I would have regretted it for sure. But anyway, right on cue. And they're all still sort of factory sealed. That bit isn't, but I mean, that's how you get it originally, complete with the everything. So that's nice. I mean, if we do anything with Uncle Adolf, we get a figure of Adolf, which I'm sure we will do. That'll double nice year's Blondie. What I've done, I think I'm going to buy another box of these, because this particular box, they give you options to do variants. and the figures you've got variants you can do. So it'd be nice to do all the variants with these figures. And what I've also done is I've written a note and put a note inside this box. As I do sometimes with kits, if I see something and I think, that would be good to do, then I'll write it down on a bit of paper, shove it inside the box, so when I come to do the kit, if there's a note there, it'll remind me what you was going to do was. So that guy there, I thought we'd give him a sniper's rifle with a telescopic sight, so we'd do that. And probably put some greenery on his helmet, so turn him into a sniper. I do have a sniper unit here somewhere, but yeah, we'll turn him into a sniper. But very nice looking figures. That figure with the binoculars, if you can see that, that would go well with the machine gun team. 3 of them on a base, that would be quite nice. So I think I'm at some point going to get another box of these, so I can do all the variants. It's quite nice. But I mean, it's a bit of the obligatory, if we've seen this before, the obligatory Panzerkampfwagen. But I mean, it's a bit of a no-brainer, really, isn't it? £5 each. I mean, you can't leave them there for that, can you? You would regret it forever and a day. So that was nice. I thought that was quite nice. Mounted Colonel. So that was quite a good thing. So yeah, still in the bag. So you know, bargains to be had if you look for them. So that's, they'll go away until time we need them. So that's that. Anyway, so getting on to something I was going to say, the odds and ends we were doing for our 1/72 scale Napoleonics, because we've done all the full battalions now, but there was 2 or 3 battalions that were a few figures short, so we did the odds and ends. The odds and ends are finished. Well, all I have to do is paint the filler and give it some grass and some tufts. But these are Airfix figures, believe it or not. They don't come out too bad when they're all said and done. If you give them a decent paint job, they're not too bad. They'll do for the gaming table. Those are by hat. One battalion that was 4 figures short, he wanted some Eschi figures, and I didn't have Eschi figures here in the right pose, so I wasn't going to go online and spend £10, £15 or whatever it might have cost me for a box of Eschi figures if I could find them, just for 4 figures. So I just use hat figures, and they're as good as. So that, outside of Lord Wellington, that is my British Army completed. That's it. All battalions present and correct, all with the right number. Cavalry done, artillery done, even extras done, like rocket troops and what else we got? Cossacks, and there's Cossacks there, and mounted rocket troopers we made up. And I remember doing a horse and limber for the rocket troopers, did that as well. So that's the British and Allied Army finished. Hooray! Well, not finished, but done to what we said we would do, because I will add more to this as time goes on. I'll add more to this because I want to keep building it, I want to keep expanding it. But for now, that's the Brits finished. So all we got left to do now is 2 battalions of French, and then a few odds and ends. I think the odds and ends for the French run to about 20 figures, which is not a lot really. So our next battalion for the French is going to be another battalion of these French in grey coats by Strelets. Damn hearing aid, the tube is too long and it keeps popping up. I haven't got any more tubes here. The joys of getting old. So it's going to be that. I've already started them actually. They're in this horrendous gaudy blue plastic, which I absolutely hate. It's just so glaring on the eyes, and when you're looking at them, for your first looking at them, I find it very difficult to see the detail in this gaudy blue plastic. They're not the greatest figures in the world, but they're okay, and they have some nice touches with the detail on them, like on the backpack they have, you know, the pan, the eating pan, and when they're painted they have a certain sort of character to them, which is nice. They've got a lot of character to them, which I like very much. So that's our next thing, Strelets, French Line Infantry in grey coats. After that, after our last battalion, I was going through the stash pile yesterday looking for something, which I'm going to have to do again in a bit, because we need an officer for this battalion, because the last one we did with these figures, we did a mounted colonel, so this time we'll give it a foot officer, so I've got to go and find that in a bit. But for our final battalion, what we will do, what I found in the stash pile right at the very top, was Zvezda Old Guard. Very, very nice figures, I have to say. Once again, in the obligatory gaudy blue plastic. That's a command sprue. Sapper, drummer, fife player, officer, standard bearer. It's very nice. Detail on these figures, as much as I can see. This blue is not so garish as this Strelets blue, I have to say, though you probably can see the difference here. This is more glossy than this, and it's awful on the eyes. And on the other sprue there you have NCO. It's a shame we can only get one battalion out of this box. It's a shame. Gonna have quite a few figures left over. We could use some for skirmishers or something, I suppose. I don't know what you're gonna do with him. Could be used as a standard bearer in future battalions, I suppose. Cut out the rifle and. But nice, very nice indeed. Backpacks are all separate. So yeah, looking good. So that's going to be our final battalion. And then it's just 20 odd figures. And then Lord Wellington, and we're done. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Let's see if I can pull myself. See if I can pull myself together and get this job done before the end of the year. So we have approximately 2 months. I really ought to be able to do it if I knuckle down and do it. I really ought to be able to do it. So let's see. Let's see. So that's really all I've got to say. Nice to be back. Hope everyone is doing well. Oh, that's something I will say. Just a little puzzle for you. I have a hi-fi. It's, where's my bin here? Who's nicked my bin, Charlie? Can't see my wastebasket. Oh, I know. I have a hi-fi. It's made of separates. I don't like these all-in-one things. They're just rubbish. So I have a hi-fi separates. They're all connected together properly with the RCA cables. You know, the two plug-ended things. A while back, I bought a new graphic equalizer, 10-channel graphic equalizer, because I only had a 6-channel one, so I'll buy a better one, which I did. Now it's all connected together properly as per looking online and what I know and what it says in the manual with the graphic equalizer. So it's all wired in correctly, but the graphic equalizer will only work with the tape deck. You know, if you put the tape on and play something and you tweak the thing, you hear all the differences. Whereas if you put the CD player on or the tuner, it doesn't do a damn thing. Why is that? It should work with everything, shouldn't it? That's what you got it for. And I watched somebody's video online, and he said, this is how you connect it, which is exactly what I'd done. He did the same as me, and he said it will only work with the tape deck, but he didn't say why. So why is that? It should work with everything, shouldn't it? So I spent several hours yesterday faffing around with the thing, trying to get it to go. I don't know. So if anybody's into hi-fi and you know why that is, let me know. I'd be delighted to hear it. And quickly, very quickly before I go, I was looking online last night, invariably on eBay, and there was a person, I assume a guy, a person selling a Roman army, 28mm Roman army. Pretty, I would say huge, but a very sizable army. Quite nicely painted. I mean, hours and hours and hours of work, as you know, as we all know, because it's time-consuming hobby. But it looked all set out there and had some scenery behind it. It looked fantastic, I gotta say. I think the price was about, he was asking, whether it gets it or not, it's another thing. But he was asking about 2,300 for the whole lot. Who am I to say whether that's right or wrong? It's just with all the hours of work there. If you break that down per hour, it's probably not that much per hour. But anyway, what made me chuckle was it was like 2,300 pounds plus £4 postage, which made me chuckle. You think, well, you think for 2,300 quid you'd waiver the £4 postage, wouldn't you? We still wanted the £4 postage, which I thought was great. It's great. But if you're on eBay...
Hello, Moto.
Oh, sorry about that. That was a hoax call. Second one in a week. This is the National Crime Agency. So I just said, in a polite voice, F off and put the phone down. So, second one in a week. They never stop, do they? I mean, and it's a +33 number, which is France. And I'm sure if the National Crime Agency was phoning me, they wouldn't be phoning me from France. They never stop, these people, do they? Never stop trying to get your national insurance number. Apparently there's a very high increase in these calls at the moment. I looked on the National Crime Agency website. There's a high increase in this type of call trying to get your national insurance details, which they're not going to get. So anyway, yeah, getting back to the army on eBay. Yeah, you think he'd have wavered the £4. If he's going to get £2,300, you think he'd have wavered the £4 postage charge. And if you're packing all those miniatures up for posting, and that was a lot of miniatures, I think that cost a bit more than £4 to post. But yeah, if you're on eBay, check it out. It's pretty impressive army, I've got to say. Pretty impressive army with the scenery backdrop, and yeah, very nice. So anyway, I'm going to go and have another cup of tea now and have a crack at these Strelets. What I might do actually, once I've cleaned up all these Strelets figures, is I'll just go straight on and clean up a battalion of these. So when we come to paint these, we haven't got no clean up to do. It's already done. I think that's where I might do it. But very nice. They do some nice figures. So I'll tell you another box I like very much, and that's the medieval peasant army. I got a couple of boxes of them here. We do for Robin Hood, and they're absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. For 1/72 figures, are absolutely beautiful. So yeah, they're nice. So that's it. So I hope whatever you're making, building, painting, putting together, constructing, plotting or planning is going well. Hope you're all COVID free. That's the important thing. I'm hoping it'll burn itself out like the plague or the Spanish flu in 1919, 1918, 1919. Hoping it'll burn itself out like them two things. But time will tell on that one. So thanks to everybody for watching. Thanks to everybody for subscribing. 200 and whatever we are now. If you're watching and you haven't subscribed, click the button. Join the party. Because this channel is going to get a lot more interesting once we finish these final 2 battalions of 1/72 scale figures. Painted Lord Wellington. We'll be into all sorts of things. So, yeah, I can't think of anything else to say. There probably is. There always is when you click the button and turn the thing off. You think, oh, what I should have said was. But anyway, thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all your comments. In the comment below, just put Perry's, and you'll be entered on Friday evening. So the Perry's 28mm Napoleonic French Dragoons, mounted Dragoons. Nice box by looking at it, what I see of it. So thanks for watching. See you in the next one.